Hey everybody, it's Joe from joelevi.com. Today I'd like to show you how to make your own water filtration system. All you're going to need is some off-the-shelf water filters, a couple 5-gallon buckets and lids, some tools, a spigot, and a little bit of time. Let's go take a look, see how it's done. Okay, to start us off, the first thing we're going to need is some water filters. These are some gravity-fed water filters. I've got 2 of them. They are by far the most expensive part in this system. But very well worth it. These should filter tens of thousands of gallons of water, and the documentation says that the pores on it, or the holes in the filter, are so small that it can actually filter out food coloring. So we'll see if it can do that later. But what I've also done is I've purchased a spigot. I've got a couple drill bits, and you can see I've got them all nestled nicely on some bubble wrap just to protect those filters because they are ceramic and they are relatively fragile. So take care of your filters, and when you need them, they'll take care of you. What I've also got off camera are 2 5-gallon buckets and some Gamma Seal lids, and that's what we're going to do first. We're going to assemble our buckets together and drill a couple holes into which those filters are going to go. So let's go do that. Okay, here you can see the first filter installed in the bucket. Underneath this filter is a rubber washer, or a gasket. Down underneath is another gasket, and then just this little thumb screw that goes on the bottom. So installing it's really easy. Here's what it looks like on the bottom. There's your little gasket. You put this on the inside of the bucket, feed it through the bottom, take your gasket, and simply, trying to do this on camera is not as easy as you might think. We'll put that on, and then simply tighten it down. Now you do want to get this relatively tight, but just finger tight, of course. You don't want to use any tools here because those are plastic threads and a plastic nut. You don't want to break those, as if you do, it makes your filter system a little bit harder to use. You still can, but you've got to fix that threading on the bottom. Let's go ahead and I'll screw this from the inside as well, just to speed things up a little bit. Okay, now that this is done and tight, we've got 2 little spouts coming off the bottom of the bucket. We can no longer set this bucket down like that, or it could damage those, and it will definitely dirty them up. It'll foul them up. So from here on out, we've got to lay our bucket down on its side or keep it stacked on top of the other bucket. Show you what we've got on the inside. Those 2 filter towers just standing right in there. Now, why did I use 2 filters? Very simply, 2 filters will filter twice as much water as far as total volume that it'll be able to filter through. It doesn't take up any more room realistically, so you're not going to be cutting down your amount of water that you can filter much. In fact, you'll be doubling the throughput. Okay? So if 1 filter filters at 1 unit per hour, 2 filters will filter pretty much at 2 units per hour. And what those units are, I don't know yet. We'll find out. So let's see how this fits on the bottom bucket.